This T app is all fun and games, but y'all better pray that these men don't get their own version. A lot of y'all women get spared so much because men don't run their mouth. If men ran their mouth half as much as y'all mouth, a lot of y'all would be in trouble. A lot of y'all. Because everything that these men be guilty of, y'all be guilty of and more. If these men get an app where they can expose anonymously the trifling women that a lot of y'all are, y'all gonna be in trouble. Y'all gonna be in a lot of trouble. A lot of y'all been smashing a lot of men in y'all cities, right? Y'all done got around. And it's gonna get bigger than just barbershop talk where they can compare notes about y'all. They'll have a whole app where they can show and talk about how many of y'all done smashed how many dudes in the city, right? All of the nasty things you done to those dudes on the first meetup. How many of y'all done lied about being pregnant? How many of y'all done put babies on men that didn't even belong to them? How many of y'all done had trains ran on you? Talk about your hygiene and how some of y'all cat be stank. How nasty a lot of y'all are when it comes to how clean you keep the place that you stay. How well you take care of your kids. How some of y'all are deadbeats, but you live in the house with your children. Like, y'all truly don't want this to get to the point where men can expose y'all. And we ain't even gonna get into the pictures and videos that a lot of these men got of y'all, cause y'all just be sending news to anybody. It could get real wild out here in these streets. So this is a slippery slope with this whole exposing people's type stuff, and especially when it's only one sided and you can only get one version of the story. Y'all better get on y'all knees and pray that these men don't get an opportunity to expose y'all. Cause us men and women who have lived decent lives and we've lived lives that we can be proud of, there's nothing to expose. So we could care less about these apps, right? Don't matter. App for men, app for women, there's nothing to expose. We don't go around sleeping with a whole bunch of people and involving ourselves with a whole bunch of people. So there ain't nothing to say about us. So we safe. But the rest of y'all
Better be careful what you say to me, 'cause somebody might do it to you. T is now the #1 app on the App Store. T is a woman-only app where users anonymously hold up. T is a woman-only app where users anonymously share info and warnings about men to spot red flags and get feedback. It sound like a cool system until you have bros looking like this with wigs on, sending messages to the ops. I heard he was a creep. You know what I'm saying? But it might be funny, but I'm sure it's real because this is the internet. And the thing about the internet, you cannot trust nothing on the internet. But before we get into that, let's deal with the founder, CEO, and chief, Mr. Sean Cook. The streets is saying my boy swing the other way, but I don't care. I never care about what people do in their bedroom. But let's just talk about his personal story, why he decided with all of his technological genius to create an app to protect women solely because he's given 100%, 10% of his profits to a specific foundation. We'll get into that a little later. T was born from a deeply personal mission to give women the tools they need to safely in a world that often overlooks their protection, right? And I agree with that. But what women need more of is gossiping apps so they can be protected, I'm guessing. And imagine I'm a dude, right? And I've only told this one girl this thing about me, and you look on that app and that person is saying some accurate data that you only told one person, how is that protecting her? You feel me? That's putting her out there on a ledge. If you ask me, I'm just saying people not really thinking critical out here. People just out here downloading apps to gossip. And then when you check them on it, they like, this is for my protection. And it's like, you can't have it. You can't swing both ways unless you Sean Cook. The founder, Sean Cook, launched T after witnessing his mother's terrifying experience with online dating, not only being catfished, but unknowingly engaging with men who had criminal records. Now, the thing that I would tell Sean Cook's mom is that the dating market is like swimming with sharks. So, unless you prepared to get your ass bit off, you don't swim with sharks. More or less, you shouldn't be online dating as an adult, trying to find love. and then saying there's people here with criminal records and you getting catfished. That's the nature of it. We all had AOL chat. That's what we did. We lied and we catfished. And that's just the reality of the internet. So to then try to put in safeguards for a space that is the Wild West, you just trying to make your coin or your money. And really, that's how I'm seeing this whole T app situation. It ain't for nothing but for Mr. Sean Cook to make millions of dollars, bro. Realizing that traditional dating apps do little to protect women, Sean knew something had to change. That's why he built T, the first ever dating safety platform for women. And what I would say is, man, get the fuck out of here. So the T app, which facilitates women anonymously based upon a selfie, which if you ever been out and about, if you ever outside, you can be a man and look like a woman. Let's just put that out there. So boom, women anonymously. So the whole system is flawed through a selfie and AI. It ain't going to work. Sharing opinions about men, not facts, not paperwork. In the streets, you say, "Oh, bro, over there a snitch." You can't just say that. If you say bro a snitch, you gotta give him the paperwork. But ain't no paperwork with the T app. It's just gossip, and gossip is cool. But call it a gossip app. Don't call it a place where women are getting protection from. That's crazy. Opinions about men likely makes money through in-app purchases or advertising similar to other social media platforms. While the app emphasizes user privacy with features like selfie deletion, block screenshots, it also has monetization strategies that typically involve user engagement and data. So obviously you can get a T app premium, right? You could get premium features, which is what? Enhanced search capabilities. And the crazy part is if you can't capitalize on these features, then that means you more at risk, right? No, it's just a game, bro. Y'all need to wake up, bro, and get out of the game. Like downloading the T app, you might find some vital information on the person that you dating, or you might find a flat out lie about the person that you dating, and then you absorb this information to be truth. If you in this type of area or in this type of friend group or in this type of social climate where a lot of people that you know is on the T app and you in the midst of it, it's time for you to grow the fuck up and start trying to have serious relationships with one person or a polygamous relationship or something like that. You need to really grow the fuck up in your relationships because can't no real adult that's handling a business even be worried or engaged in a T app, right? So I'm gonna just end it right there, man. I done yapped enough. I just did want to do a quick video. If you want more videos like this, go ahead and comment. We want more videos like this. If you made it this far in the video, be sure to like the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel, and check out the article that I did. Link is in the description. And I'll see y'all on the flip side. What's the T? Peace.